So Devon Franklin has a lot to say about his ex, Meagan Good, moving on with Jonathan Majors.
Devon Franklin, an unmarried man. I might have well broken down because I never saw this moment.
Meagan and Jonathan recently sparked romance rumors, and it looks like Devon is not a fan of the new relationship because he just exposed them for faking for a PR relationship. But is this relation really just for PR, or is it Devon just being a bitter ex? Okay, so I'm gonna need y'all to hop up in this drama real quick because the tea is piping hot. I mean spicy brews. So word on the streets is that Meagan Good and Jonathan Majors are an item. And when I tell you that the internet is losing its ever-loving mind, I mean they are losing it. Because it's crazy. Nobody could have ever seen this coming. We didn't even know that they were an item, and then boom, romance rumors just started going around. Well, according to numerous sources, the rumors are really true because they have been spending a lot of time together. According to TMZ, over the course of the last several weeks, Jonathan and Meagan have gotten close, and the relationship is fairly new. It has to be new because it was only a couple of weeks ago that Jonathan was arrested for assault, but we're gonna get into that part in a little bit. A source also revealed to TMZ that Meagan and Jonathan had a movie date a couple of days ago at the Alamo Draft House in LA, and that means that they are not even trying to hide their relationship at all. Apart from the fact that it's random as F that they're in a relationship, this also just doesn't sound like Meagan or Jonathan at all because they are so both private about their lives. When Meagan started dating her ex Devon Franklin, we didn't hear about the relationship for quite some time because they kept it very low-key. They also rarely discussed the details of their marriage, so it's kind of weird that Meagan is so comfortable publicly hanging out with Jonathan after only a couple of weeks. Jonathan is also the very low-key type of celeb and definitely not the type to go parading his relationship publicly, and this is why people are convinced that this must be a PR relationship. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but this is not the first time that Meagan has sparked romance rumors since she split from Devon Franklin back in 2021. In April 2022, she sparked rumors with rapper Disaster, who also was her workout buddy. At the time, multiple news outlets said Meg and battle rapper Disaster are reportedly dating. The two started off as workout partners in the Los Angeles area, but now people close to both Meg and Disaster believe that the two are dating. The rumors got stronger when Disaster posted these pictures of him and Megan chilling and hanging out, and people kept talking about how cozy they looked. He kind of confirmed the rumor saying, "Twitter people, how mad are you on a scale of 1 to infinity?" At the time, people believed that Megan was just trying to get people talking, but it didn't work, so the fake relationship kind of died down after that. She has still mostly kept her personal life personal until now, and again, people are really not buying this relationship because they are saying that it has all the makings of a Hollywood PR relationship, especially because Jonathan is in a hot stinking mess right now. A couple of weeks ago, Jonathan was arrested for allegedly putting hands on his girlfriend. According to TMZ, Jonathan and the woman got into an argument, and this got Majors mad, and he allegedly grabbed her hand and allegedly slapped her. We're also told the alleged victim claims he put hands around her neck during this. Our sources tell us the alleged victim had visible injuries, including a laceration behind her ear, redness, and marks on her face. She was taken to an area hospital and is in stable condition. The allegations were wild because Jonathan is the type of guy that says stuff like,
and then there's acknowledgement of ignorance. A big part of it is kindness, right? Use of power, gentleness. These are masculine characteristics.
Yes.
It's quite unmasculine to try to emasculate another man.
Yeah, he got a lot of praise for that interview because people felt like he was trying to tear apart the idea of toxic masculinity. Plus, there were also the fact that his career was about to skyrocket because he had just joined MCU and he was being set up as the next major villain. So it was insane that he would mess things up for himself like that. But then there's also the fact that multiple people spoke up to claim that Jonathan has always been mean and that his nice guy personality is just an act and that he's actually very cruel in real life. The first person was a filmmaker named A.B. Allen who tweeted, "There's a particular actor relatively new on the scene who Twitter has violently fallen head over heels for, who in actuality is a vicious, cruel, abusive human being, both professionally and in his personal life. And every new viral thirst tweet about him drives me insane." The first tweet was about a month before the allegations of DV against Jonathan, and Allen didn't really go into details about who he was talking about. But when Jonathan got exposed, someone went back to quote Allen's tweet saying, "Now we know who this tweet was about." And Allen confirmed it saying, "Ding ding ding." The other person is Tim Nicolai, who worked with Jonathan on Broadway. Tim had a more direct approach to things and he tweeted, "I'm just gonna say this about Jonathan Majors and be done with it. Folks at Yale and the broader NYC community have known about him for years. He's a sociopath and a and that is how virtually everyone speaks about him. It's a shame it took this long for him to be reported." It was a mess because we could see Jonathan's career really start to crumble, but then his lawyer released a screenshot of text between Jonathan and his girlfriend that were supposed to convince us that he was innocent. In the text, she said, "They assured me that you won't be charged. They said they had to arrest you as a protocol when they saw the injuries on me and they knew we had to fight. I'm so angry that they did, and I'm sorry you're in this position. We'll make sure nothing happens about this. I told them it was my fault for trying to grab your phone. I just got out the hospital." Yeah, the screenshot should have stayed in the drafts. The texts were supposed to prove his innocence, but they just made him look guilty as F, especially since the woman said it was her fault for trying to grab his phone and then admitting that she had injuries after the fight. So yeah, Jonathan currently faces 3 counts of attempted assault as well as assault, 1 count of aggravated harassment, and a separate account of harassment. He had a hearing a couple of days ago where his lawyers hoped that the charges would be dropped, but all 3 charges remain, which means that this case is very serious. His social rep is falling and is falling fast, and this is why people believe this relationship is yet another PR stunt. But it gets more interesting because according to sources, Meagan's ex-husband Devon Franklin is one of those people who believe that it's a PR stunt. While Devon respects Meagan enough not to bash her publicly, an insider claims that Devon knows that her new relationship is not real. Devon allegedly pointed out that the timeline of the relationship doesn't add up. It's only been a couple of weeks since Jonathan's DV incident, but news outlets are claiming that he and Meagan have been dating for a couple of weeks already. Not only does this not add up, but it also doesn't make sense because it would mean that Jonathan and Meagan started dating while he was still with his ex-girlfriend. Was she the one that texted him? The insider added that Devon believes that it is not the case since he knows that Meagan doesn't go after men who are already in relationships. Now I have to admit Devon kinda makes a lot of sense here because the math really ain't mathin'. 1 + 1 ain't equaling 2. It also doesn't make sense that they would start dating after his DV accusation because, well, he should have way more important priorities like clearing his name and saving his career. So I don't think that getting to know another woman would be on his to-do list. People left comments saying, "How did Jonathan Majors go from allegedly assaulting his ex to dating a hottie Meagan Good within a short time? That's good PR." I'm sorry, but I really don't want this for good sis Meagan Good. I don't want her to be used as a PR stunt to help clean up Jonathan's image or whatever they're trying to do. She's been in the game too long to be used like this. And is anyone supposed to believe that Meagan Good and Jonathan Majors are dating? It's not even a good PR strategy. But do you guys think that this is yet another Hollywood PR relationship, or do you think that Devon is just being bitter? Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you think that this drama is wild, listen, you're gonna lose your mind when you watch this next one.